I was thinking about this earlier today and I thought I'd share. One of the most common things that I see in codependency recovery, and one of the most painful misunderstandings that keep people stuck, is when someone sets a boundary with you, it feels like rejection. Okay? They stopped over explaining, right? They stopped being available every hour. They stopped showing up in ways that was actually hurting them or putting pressure on them. And from the outside, it looks like they're just pulling away, or maybe you think they don't care anymore or something's wrong. But here is actually what is happening. They're growing. When you have spent most of your life being the person who accommodates everyone and who absorbs everyone else's emotions, who make yourself smaller so other people can feel more comfortable. When they set a boundary, when a boundary is set, it feels like an attack to the people around you. Okay? Because they've built this relationship with a version of you that had absolutely no limits. Having comfortable access with availability, saying yes instead of saying no, staying instead of leaving, it showed them that you were the person that would get whatever done that needed to be done, Even when you just tried to over apologize or was explaining yourself over and over and over again, that is who they expect you to be. And when you stop doing that, when you finally show up as someone who has standards for how they experience their own life, the people who benefited from your boundaryless self, they're going to call it rejection. And they're going to say that you change. And you are right. They are right. You did change. They are right. You changed, and you changed for the better, and be okay with that. I want to talk to the person on the other side of this too, because some of you are watching this and you have been on the receiving end of someone's boundaries and it wrecked you. It felt personal. It felt like abandonment. You thought this person is just acting out of nowhere. You love this person and now you feel like you don't know who they are. I need you to hear this. A boundary is not about you. A boundary is about them, and it's about what they need in order to remain whole, what they need to remain healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it is that they need. They need to show up as their full self in every area of their life, and that includes you too. So when someone sets a boundary with you, they're not just saying that you aren't worthy of their love or worthy of being around them, or they no longer want to have anything to do with you, or they don't like you. They are saying, I value this relationship enough to protect it, and I value myself enough to be honest about what I can and I cannot tolerate. That's not rejection. That's integrity. It's not rejection. It's alignment. It's something I say all the time. Now, this is hard to receive when you're in it. Okay. A lot of you, it's hard to receive because most of us were never taught the difference. We grew up in environments where it meant that if you were my person or my friend, or we were down, or you were my lover, whoever, if we're cool, that meant unlimited access. Where caring meant always being available, and saying no meant something bad, So when someone starts to operate differently and protecting their energy and showing up with standards that we're not used to, the nervous system reads it as danger. It triggers every abandonment wound that you could have had. Okay? And people react from that wound. They call it coldness, selfishness, acting funny. They change. They're this, they're that. The work did change them. That is the whole point. People should change. They should have boundaries. They should protect themselves. They should make sure that they're taking care of themselves first and prioritizing themselves. Emotionally healthy people are not available in every way at every hour for every person. They are deeply available, present, genuine. They're deeply invested in the spaces where that energy is being honored and respected. And secondly, where it's being reciprocated. That's not rejection. That's discernment. It's not rejection. It's alignment. And if you have someone in your life that has started setting boundaries because they are honoring themselves, I want you to hear this. You're not pushing them away. They're just honoring their self with boundaries. They reveal themselves through their response to boundaries. Okay? There's a difference. Boundaries are not walls. They're not punishment. It's not a strategy to try to control anybody. Boundaries are a language of self-respect. They are how you communicate your value to yourself first before you can communicate your value to anybody in this world around you. And when you learn to hold them with warmth and clarity and without guilt or without over-explaining yourself, everything around you shifts. The relationships that are meant to remain, they're going to stay. They're going to adjust. And the ones that are not for you or the best for you, or maybe taking advantage of you, they are the ones that's going to be uncomfortable with your boundaries. And both of these outcomes are okay. Because the goal was never to keep anyone comfortable. The goal was to finally be whole. Now, if you're ready to start this work, I have to make this. I want you to know that I'm a coach. I'm a working coach that's ready to walk alongside you in this. I'm a certified professional life coach specializing in codependency recovery. And I offer 2 ways to work with me. That information I'm going to put in the comments and you'll see it in the description. Always remember, it's not rejection, it's alignment. I'm Coach Valerie, and I'll talk to you later.